Good morning, everyone. Mazel tov. It says at the end of this week's parsha an amazing few psukim. It says at the end of Moshe's life, he has to appoint a new leader. And he says, "Vaydaber Moshe al Hashem lemor, Yifkod Hashem lokei ruchos l'chol basar ish al ha'eda, asher yitzliv neim, asher yavel neim." I'll read it in English for you. Moshe spoke to Hashem saying, "May Hashem, God of the spirits of all flesh, appoint a man over the assembly who shall go out before them and come in before them, who shall take them out and bring them in. And let the assembly of Hashem not be like sheep that have no shepherd." From here we learn an amazing thing about great leaders care about succession. They care about who's going to come after them. Moshe, we all know, had two sons, and he wanted them to become leaders. But instead, he said, what's best for the people? And you can learn a lot from these few psukim. The first thing is, he says, Moshe wanted to make sure that the people had a leader who knew who every time they went out and every time they got out, he wanted to make sure that a leader who would not be, there's two types of shepherds in this world. There's a shepherd who has a lot of sheep, and that's his parnasa, right? So he feeds them and he takes care of them, not for the sheep, but for his own parnasa. That's what a lot of shepherds are. These are his lifestyle. This is the business. They care about themselves through their business. But then there's the shepherd, like Moshe Rabbeinu, who says, I don't care about the business. The sheep are the ikar, right? And he wanted to make sure that the Jews had this type of leader, someone who put the sheep before their own parnasa. When you learn about Yoshua ben Nun, I think we learn a lot about Mashiach. We learn about what it means. Yeshua was always by Moshe's side. He was by the tent. He was followed in his ways. He was one of the Meraglim. He was an amazing, amazing person. But Yoshua, as you know, is the Redeemer, right? Yeshua ben Nun, his humility was always there. But the answer that Hashem gives him, Moshe was really saying, Elokei Ruchos. Yeshua calls Hashem, doesn't call him Hashem, he calls him Elokei Ruchos, master of spirits. He was really down. When you look at Rashi, he was saying, Hashem, please give a leader who can know the intricacies of each person to bring them into Eretz Yisrael throughout their life and to know how to what they're all challenging with, be able to give them the spiritual guidance. So what did he say? So what did Hashem tell him? He said, fine, take Yoshua ben Nun, asher ruach bo, who has a spirit in him. So everyone asks, how is that the one qualifying character trait of Yoshua ben Nun? That he has the ruach, he has the spirit. We got the spirit, yes we do. We got the spirit. How about you? Well, how is that about Yeshua? He says like this. There's two types of things in this world. There's gashmias and there's ruchnias. A real leader can look at all the gashmias of all the people, all the challenges, all the shambais, the business. Yeshua's element was that he was able to find the spirit in everything. He was able to bring out the ruchnias and all the gashmias. And that is what Yeshua's whole energy was. He was able to make the people more spiritual people to get into Eretz Yisrael. So God willing, please God, we should find a leader who will treat us like his own flock, who can teach us how to go out to battle and how to come back home to Eretz Yisrael, who can help us find all the ruchnis and all the gashmis in our life. And we should all have that. We should all be Yoshua ben Nuns, l'chaim, l'chaim. Shabbat shalom.